Christine is just explaining that it's a working dog, and she needs to be the one that gives the commands. And please bear in mind that she and Buddy have never worked together before. And Buddy wants to greet the people over there. Once the shaking's been done, then you can pet the dog. And we like to thank each and every one of the public who asks if they can pet the dog, and then allows us to do the commands so they can be greeted properly. Well done, Christina. Our next student team is Alana and Victoria, and they are going to come out. We start with the basic obedience commands when we're teaching the dogs, and we build on those basic commands to go on to the more difficult commands. So Alana, can you come up, please? They're going to show you sit and down, which are two basic commands that are the basis for almost everything we build on. These are one of the first two commands we teach the dogs. And she's with Victoria. Excellent, thank you. It's also a great let's go. It's very important that the dogs walk with a loose leash, and Alana demonstrated that beautifully as well. Now we're going to have Mike and Canyon come out. Canyon is the daddy of the next litter that Jane was explaining to you earlier. And they are going to show you heel. The dogs are taught to heel on the left side or go side on the right side. This is so they can stand close to the person because they're usually already in a wheelchair and taking up a great deal of room. Heel and side can also be added to a walk to keep them close to you. Mike, can you come up and demonstrate heel, please? So this is how we start to train heel. Eventually you just say heel and the dog does it. But Mike's going to show you how we get them to do it in stages. And that was heel.
Good.
Next we have Ethan and Prairie, and they're going to need a chair. When a life partner goes to a restaurant or their office, or indeed anywhere, the dog needs to tuck themselves out of the way and lie quietly. So Ethan's just going to show you how we can get the dogs to get out of the way. I'd also like to point out the dogs aren't normally on the stage, so this is a new environment for them. Prairie, of course, has done this perfectly every day for the last 3 weeks. But fortunately, she has Ethan, one of our most patient trainers.
Yes.
If a handler needs to walk away for some reason, the dog needs to wait quietly until they're called. This kind of faith demonstrates their bond. Every day in the class, Prairie comes in, Ethan grooms her, and then he has her sit under her chair.
Oh.
It's always the most challenging. The person gets up, the dog wants to go too. I think it shows how well they're bonded.
The dogs are taught to generalize. We initially train them with their capes off, and then we start putting the capes on. Prairie has had a bit of a cape issue. Believe it or not, it makes a difference to the dog whether the cape's on or off. That level of patience and persistence is one of the things that makes Ethan a great trainer. Next, we're going to have Alex and Rocky come out. Life with a service dog requires a lot of self-restraint. They're not allowed to actually grab the food and food cart that's lying on the floor.
Who wants to be on stage?
So we work on a command called Lead It. And we're going to show you the stages of how we teach them Lead It. So we're going to start with just showing them the treat in the hand. And Rocky and Kurt have a great friendship. So right now Rocky's a little distracted because his good buddy Kurt's over there. Okay, so we're going to start to lead it from the hand. Now this is a dog treat that the dog is ignoring. That's not half bad. I wouldn't be that patient if chocolate was being waved around. The next stage is to lower the treat a little closer to the floor. And then when they're ready, they say release, and the dog's allowed to have the treat as a reward. Again, I'm reminded of chocolate with that. And the last thing is to have the treats put on the floor. Marvelous example of self-restraint. He's now going to release him. We don't allow the dogs to eat food off the floor ever, so he has to pick all the treats up and then give the treat to him from his hand. Well done. Next up, almost literally, is Mike and Aurora. They're going to demonstrate jump on. I hope that wheelchair is in your way. Jump on is a command that means put all four paws on something. And this command we use to, again, build on and add to other commands. But this is how we start. The dogs love that one. Love fun. And once again, Mike is going to demonstrate off. And a nice let's go on the way off the stage. As an example of how we build on to jump on, Dylan's going to bring out Reef. And he's going to use jump on as part of the grooming. People in wheelchairs will often have their dogs jump onto an object so they can reach them more readily for grooming. And Steve is going to come out with Kurt to show us how to brush a dog's teeth. Grooming is very important for bonding between the handler and the dog. It's also important when these dogs are out in public that they look nice. And it gives a really good time to give a nice health check so they can check their ears, their eyes, their skin. Every day you can check in and make sure that the dog is healthy and stop any problems before they become large ones. Teeth brushing may seem odd to some people, saves a fortune in vet bills, builds the bond and the sense of trust, and it saves the dog from any troublesome mouth problems. I wish I'd known this before I spent well over $2,000 on my cat's teeth.
Look at his face.
And that's why our dogs always look so pretty. Well done, guys.